This is Alto Tech, and today we'll be having a look at a product which I've been waiting to review for ages, and that is the Bose frames, so stay tuned. First up, you can choose between two design options, either the Alto or the Rondo. The Alto is a much more rectangular look, whereas the Rondo is a much more circular look. Also, if you get the Alto, you can choose between two size options, whereas the Rondo only comes with one size option. Now, both of these have quite thick sides, and that's the only downside, and of course that's because they've got to put a lot of tech in these glasses. I definitely don't think this is a deal breaker, especially since when you wear the glasses you don't really feel the extra weight at all. In fact, I'd say the glasses are quite comfortable and light. Also, the build is really premium and it doesn't feel cheap at all. Essentially, these are a very techy pair of sunglasses made especially for people who like listening to music but don't want to be blocked off from their surroundings. Now, you might be wondering how you can hear music through these even though they don't have an ear plug-in, and that's because they're using bone conducting technology where they can actually send vibrations through your bones over here and you'll be able to hear it. At first, having watched some other videos, I was quite skeptical and I thought that the sound quality might not be too good, or you might feel some unwanted vibrations in your bone. And that's definitely not the case. At least in my case, trying out the Alto versions of these sunglasses, I found the sound quality to be exceptionally clear. In fact, I'd say it was much clearer than the AirPods that I own. I think just having the sound conduct directly into your bone and not having to go through your ear first has a very cool sensation and makes the sound that much more clear. Now, the only downside which I did notice, and I'll show you that in 1 second, is that there was quite a bit of sound leakage as the volume was increased. If you're the sort of person who really doesn't like other people being able to hear what you're listening to, then these might not be for you. Now, of course, we can't avoid the big question, which is what is the price? And these will cost you around $200 or equivalently £200. Now, at first this price might seem slightly steep, but considering you're getting a really good pair of sunglasses, a really good pair of bone conducting speakers, which of course is new technology, and many more features which we'll get onto in just a second, I'd say this is actually very reasonably priced. If you compare it to something like the 2nd gen AirPods, which are also priced quite similarly, I'd say you're getting a lot more for your money over here. Now, onto some of those other cool smart features. All of those are controlled via one button which is on the side of the frame, and it's very tactile so you won't miss it. With that button, you can either activate Google Assistant if you have an Android phone, or if you're unlucky enough to have an iPhone, then unfortunately you'll be stuck with Siri.
I hate it so much and I'm tired of it!
I joke, of course, because obviously I respect iPhones for their great video quality. Another surprisingly cool feature that you can do with this button is actually changing the volume. And you might be thinking, how can you do that with just a single button? And it's very cool. If you hold that button down and turn your head to the right, it will increase the volume. And if you hold the button and turn your head to the left, it will decrease the volume. Now, this is a really cool implementation, and it obviously uses some form of gyroscope or accelerometer to do this. And the final things which are quite expected are that if you double click that button, it will skip the song, triple click, you'll go to the previous song, and if you click it once, it will play or pause. And of course, these sunglasses also do have microphones, so you can pick up calls or end calls as well. I think with all these features, especially that really cool volume feature, these truly are a really smart pair of sunglasses. And they're not just speakers, they have so much more functionality than that. Just having access to a virtual assistant like Google Assistant is really great. You can get pieces of information really quickly, and that's kind of the future really, isn't it? Being able to access information as quickly as possible without having to take your phone out and type things in. A couple more things which are really important are the battery life is around 3.5 hours with continuous playback, but of course if the glasses are just on standby they'll last a lot longer than this. Also, if you turn the glasses upside down, for example putting them down on the table, they will power off after 2 seconds, which is really useful to conserve battery life. In addition, there is a Bose Connect app which will allow you to tweak lots of the settings on the glasses. And if you're wondering, the connection between your phone and the glasses is Bluetooth, and the range on that is around 9 meters. So if you leave your phone in another room, you might not be able to maintain connection for too long. Of course, this is hardly a problem considering it's 2020 and almost everyone I know carries their phone like it's an attachment to their body. Also, since one of the main functionalities of this product is that it's a pair of sunglasses, Bose do sell lots of accessories. So you can replace the lenses with different colored ones or more polarized ones. And of course, all of the lenses will offer you UVB protection. Those accessories do come at an extra cost, but in the box you do get the glasses, a charger, a cloth bag, and a carry case, which is quite a lot if you think about it, and they've definitely gone above and beyond what some other companies would have given you. Now, we've covered all the features on the glasses, but one thing I'd like to mention quickly is that some people have mentioned that wearing these for a long period of time can cause some discomfort, especially if you're constantly playing music through the bone conducting technology. I personally didn't experience this, but I know some people who did, so it's definitely worth mentioning. But other than that, that's everything there is to know about these glasses. I think they're a great buy, and I think they're quite reasonably priced as well. So if you're looking for a gift for someone, I think these would be great. Anyway, thanks for watching. As usual, I'd love to get into a discussion in the comments section, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Also, if you liked the video, then please consider hitting the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, then hit the subscribe button and notification bell below.